everyone. Thank you for joining us once again in this podcast. God bless you. Just a number of announcements this evening as we go on to a great service today with Pastor Harrison Molina. But before that, just a number of announcements. Remember, we shall be resuming church on the 21st of June 2020. It's going to be a wonderful time. Make sure you're ready. We're going to just have a good time. Number two is remember to join us for prayer this coming Thursday. It will be the last prayer we've been having during the COVID-19. But since we start gathering again, that will go back to the way it was before we meet once a month in prayer. Remember to give. We need your giving in a desperate time. We need you to be faithful in that so that we can continue doing the work of the Lord where we are here. Maybe churches are opening up, a lot of people need help, so let's be able to be faithful in that, to give and be faithful in that aspect. Thank you very much for this time, and we have a wonderful speaker. His own introduction, Pastor Harrison Molina. Let's go to him as he speaks this.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. It's a pleasure to be here this evening. Well, we're going to read from the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24 to 27. But before we do that, a wise man says something that I love so much. Say this, this is the only chance you will ever have on earth with this existing adventure called life. So why don't plan it and try to live it as richly, as happily as possible? That I pondered that over and over, thought of it over and over, and it is true. This is the only opportunity, that is what it's saying. The only time you have here on earth with this so-called life, with this adventure called life. So why don't you plan it and try to live it as richly, as happily as possible? And I thought of it. So many people died, and they go forever. They pass on to eternity forever. They never return. I've never seen anybody that pass on to eternity and come back as a child or a baby to live again or to start afresh again. And this inspired me to title this message this evening, Too Costly to Ignore. We're going to read our text from the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, from 24 to 27 this evening. And I read, do you not know that a race all runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. 26. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a bow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize. Let's pray this evening. Oh Heavenly Father, eternal King of glory, Alpha and Omega, ancient of days, I am that I am, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. We thank you, we bless your holy name for the privilege you've given to us to hear from your throne this evening. God, we commit ourselves unto your hand, our heart, touch our heart that will not remain the same. I do reduce you. Use me as a mouthpiece this evening to minister to your people. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. When I look at this, Apostle Paul is talking here. Apostle Paul is giving us an instance here. Several times in the New Testament, the Christian life is pictured as a race. Apostle Paul uses this analogy to describe his own spiritual experience. In so doing, he gives us some basic principles for spiritual growth. And when we talk about Christianity, this is a personal development or relationship we ought to have with our Lord Jesus Christ. And Apostle Paul showed us how to reach this goal through the process of Christian growth. And Apostle Paul here is letting us to understand that in Christianity, this is a race set before us. This is a race that we ought to engage in. This is a race that we're supposed to do or to get to the finishing line. And that is what Apostle Paul is telling us here this evening. In reality, there are a lot of people trying to run this race and they've not entered. There are people trying to grow as a Christian by living a good life, by doing what Christians are supposed to do, and they've not yet become or truly become a Christian in the first place. They've not truly accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord in the first place. But they all engage in this. They're all doing this. They're all practicing all this, trying to show or to run this race, which they've not even started from the beginning, from the starting point. Which they've not entered the race at all. In the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 3, 4 to 6 says this. So for when one says, I am of Paul, and another says, I am of Apollos, are you not carnal? Who then is Paul? And who is Apollos? But minister through whom you believed. Pause for a while. Minister through whom you believe. That is to say, Paul and Apollos, they are the vessels which God used to do to put the Corinthians Christian in order to lead Corinthian Christian to Lord Jesus Christ. These are the people that channel you, that helps you to have this relationship with Lord Jesus Christ. Who are there that you put your trust, that you want to have established this great relationship and to let go of Jesus Christ. And then further, there it says, as the Lord give to each one. And verse 6 says was, I planted, that is Paul saying there, and Apollos waters, but God gave the increase. And Apostle Paul declared this, made this clear to the Corinthians Christians that he planted, then Apollos does what? He says, so he watered, and God gave the increase. That is to say, their job, they are duty, they are to lead you to Jesus Christ. They are duty, they are to let you to understand the spiritual growth. They are to let you to understand all it takes to be on the right track with the Lord Jesus Christ. But it's your own duty to engage in the race. It's your own duty to do what? To participate in the race. It's your own duty to put your effort in the race to make it to the finishing line. Apostle Paul here thought that he was doing initially. Apostle Paul, before he became a Christian, he thought he was doing all that it takes. He was sincere, he was dedicated, he put all his effort, he was right, he was doing all he could do for his father's religion that we heard the other time. He put all his zeal, he was engaged, he dedicated himself, he was serious and sincere in that religion, though he believed that this is the right religion. In the first place, he put all his effort, he engaged in this. But later on, when he came to have a contact or conviction with Jesus Christ, when he was on his way to Damascus, facing his own business, facing his own issues, going to do what he believed most, but he encountered Jesus Christ on his way. Then he turned around, and what Jesus did there, when he had this, Jesus apprehended him, he turned him around again to where he wants him to head to. And that is what Apostle Paul did and Apollos did to the Corinthians Christians. They helped them. They were doing their own thing. They were minding their business. They were focusing on what they want. They knew how to do better. But Apostle Paul and Apollos, they intervened in their business and apprehended them, turned them back other way around. That the right race and the right way to follow is to be on the track with our Lord Jesus Christ. And that is the effort, and that is what they made us to understand. That who is Apollos? Who is Paul? Are they not ministers of our Lord Jesus Christ? Are they not here to help you and to direct you to understand and to lead you to our Lord Jesus Christ? Then you put your trust and your hope in them. Says what? They've helped you. They've do their part. All that give increase is our Lord Jesus Christ. God that give all the increase. Why don't you put your trust and focus On God. And Apostle Paul let them understand that you have to lay hold of God. Not Apostle Paul did, not Apollos did, not the way they act, not the way they preach, not the way they behave, not the way their manners or whatsoever. This is what all that matters is that you have to lay hold of our Lord Jesus Christ. The reason Paul ran in this race was because God, our Lord Jesus Christ, apprehended him on his way to Damascus. When he began his business, he was going to Damascus to persecute Christians. Our Lord Jesus apprehended him and put him in this race, and he ran this race faithfully. And then it made us to understand that to grow as a Christian, you have to have this proper attitude. And the attitude we're talking about, you've seen a lot of Christians, they have different type of attitude. As a human being, you have different type of attitude. That is certain. There are attitude. People, by your attitude, people will tell who you are. By your attitude, your vicinity, where you reside, where you live, your attitude tell much about who you are. It tell and expose who you are. Attitude is often difference between victory and defeat. One talks about attitude. If you look at the team, one talks about game, one talks about race, we'll bring this picture of game in authority. It talks about a team that lacks raw talent can sometimes defeat a team with much more ability. Why? Because the attitude they get into the game with matters. The attitude which they start the game with matters. And also, this is applicable in spiritual life. The attitude is critical when we talk about spiritual life, human life. That the attitude you grow with, the attitude, your attitude, what you do, it really matters in Christianity. Christian growth as a kind of things where you would never can tell. I have reached, I have arrived. So you can keep what you ought to do, you can keep up moving ahead. Paul says often and often, he says, I press on. That is to say, I've not reached, I've not gotten to the finishing line. I'm still pressing on, I'm still working. I let go of that I've done. I let go of the past. I'm still looking forward ahead to what I have to Lord, lay hold of. I've not finished. What is trying to tell us that I pressed on at times is that, you look at it, there are some people that are very good in starting, and there are some people that are good in the middle game, and there are some people that are good in finishing. And Apostle Paul look at himself. He said, when I started with Lord Jesus Christ, when he apprehended me, I started well. Where I am now, I'm well. But yet, I've not finished. Christian growth is a lifelong process. And when I say that, what I mean by that is that Apostle Paul had converted for some years when he wrote the book of Corinthians. And there is no question that he was one of the outstanding believer of all time. Over and over, he reviewed his mindset that he was still in the process, not that he have already attained it, meaning that I have not yet come to know Jesus, the power of his resurrection, and the fellowship of his suffering, and the conformity to his death. He said, in totality, I've not reached, I've not attained that, I've not known this. You might assume I've known because you've seen what I've read, but I've not get there. You Christian of Corinthians, why do you now look up? Says, I'm of Apollos, I'm of Paul. Look up to Lord Jesus Christ. I've not even yet known who he is. I'm still trying. I'm on the process to lay hold of him. I'm on the process to get to the finishing line. This is what he encourages us. He encourages Christians, the current Christians that will lay hold of God. Look up to our Lord Jesus Christ. He's the ultimate. To why he says, I press on. The word literally means that I'm still pursuing. I pursue. He's still reaching forward as a runner, searching forward to the finishing line. He's been at it for years, but he doesn't view himself as having what arrived. In the book of Matthew, chapter 7:21, says something that I love so much that I want us to turn to that place to read this evening. And it says this word. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of the Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name? And now and then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. And this is what he's saying. Apostle Paul is trying to let us understand. He's opening up to us. He wants us to understand that many will stand that day. They might start to well, like I say in the race. There might be a good starter. There might be a good middle. There might be a good finishing. He says so. They start very well, but they didn't end well. These are the people he says, he will declare to them that get away from me. I never knew you. These are the people Jesus Christ is talking to. Apostle Paul is trying to address us and want us to understand that Jesus cast them away on that day. They will say they prophesy in your name. They cast them out in your name. They do all these miracles in your name. These are the people that will stand before the pulpit and declare many good deeds and declare many wonders. And this is on that day they will be cast out. This is what Apostle Paul is saying. He said, you should not consider yourself that you've reached. You should not consider yourself that you've obtained. You should not consider yourself that you've arrived. He says, you do what? Look up to what is ahead and lay hold of our Lord Jesus Christ, that you've not gotten there yet. He said, on that fearful day, a Lord will stand before the throne of the judgment and say to the Lord, I do many wonders in your name. I cast them out in your name. He said, those people that forget and they look at it, they ignore this, having this close relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ, accepting Jesus Christ as their Lord personal, as their Lord and personal Savior. He said that day they will be cast away. They thought, like I earlier said, that they are good deeds, that what Christians do is that they engage in them, in themselves, in their charity work. He said that on the last day will not save you. You ought to start by getting into the race. The book of Matthew 7, also 13 to 14, he says something like that. He said, enter by the narrow gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the gate, is the way that leads to destruction. And there are many who go in by it. And 14 says, because narrow is the gate, and difficult is the way which leads to life, and there are few who find it. Can I encourage somebody here this evening? Get yourself engaged. Have this relationship with our Lord Jesus Christ. You might be here, you don't have this relationship, and you want to have this relationship this evening. Can I tell you, bow your head this evening and repeat this prayer after me, and you have this relationship. Let's establish this relationship. Put you in this race and start this race this evening. And we have every head back this evening, all eyes closed this evening. I'll repeat this prayer after me. Our Lord Jesus Christ, I have sinned against you. I have gone astray. I ask, have mercy upon me. Father, take me back to yourself. Forgive me my sin, and wash me as white as snow. Let every sin pass away, and everything become new. This I ask in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I know you died for my sin, and rise again for my justification. I do ask, Father, lead me on the path to wish you to be forever and ever. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.